Hello, friends. It is week 65 in Intuitive Momentum Fitness, and I feel like I've been in a whirlwind. So many things going on for me personally and professionally. Most of you probably saw that I uploaded the Kindle version of my book yesterday, and I've been working on the formatting for the print version of my book today, and I may be able to get it done today. I may have to finish up tomorrow, so we'll see how it goes. The instructions are less clear, especially for the design of the cover, so I'm kind of going back and forth, making corrections as certain things are apparently not accurate. So, that's what I'm working on right now. I've got some other exciting things happening personally, but I may update more on that later. But I'm excited for this space. I think completing the book and getting that organized and set has helped clarify some of my vision for this group as well, and how I want to be helpful to the group. So, I'll be making updates. I'll be confirming some of this next week, as next week is excuse me. Next week is June 1st, so Wednesday, a week from today, will be June 1st. And so I'm going to be making the group and the space here a little bit more user friendly, with more tools to use, and try to clarify the focus a little bit better, so that we're kind of honing in on focusing on highlighting the essential things, the simplicity of the essential things for health, and our focus on health. So all the simple things that we talk about, like drinking water, taking deep breaths, self-soothing, lifting heavy things, moving and stretching, practicing gratitude, self-compassion, building a strong community, all those things. So I plan on making checklists and evaluation lists for each of those areas, so you can kind of highlight what your focus is, and remember what is different. It's not all about the exercise and the nutrition. It's about mindset and having grace for yourself, and practicing self-compassion when you get triggered, and building gradually toward the habits that will support the life that you desire. And then also the weekly live will be more of will be a check-in, and I'll be seeking each week to hear it'll be part of the homework to let us know how you're doing each week. And if I don't hear from you in a month, then then I may consider you graduated from the program, and unless you're in a lifetime membership. But I will want to hear how things are going for you, and how what you're working on, what your struggles are. So I plan on making cheat sheets and lists, and like journal type guides tracking for essential fitness stuff, essential nutrition, essential self-care, positive life change, and simple habits to transform. So those are all things I'm excited about, bringing updates to the group, and the group price will be going up as well, but only for new people signing on. So it's going to be a little bit more of an intentional community, and people will be in the group for a month, 3 months, 6 months, a year. Some people ongoingly, but I'll leave it up to each person to decide what their intentions are for their time in the group, and then how long they're in. So those are some of those updates, and I would love to hear feedback from you guys about anything else that would be helpful for you. I also will be at some point soon, hopefully, getting on the rest of the app, updating the rest of the app for you guys, so you have more of the week routines, the modules available to you. And then also at some point I will be updating all of that with video guides. So they'll be a little bit more helpful probably for the exercise portion. So that is all the updates I'm excited to share with you, and I will remind you or let you know when I do get the print version available on Amazon. So I just got one update from Manavit, and she says, "Kyler, I'm so looking forward to hearing your news. Okay, my one thing right now is my heart rate goes into red when I start swimming using my pull buoy, and it's such a bummer. I have to believe I'll improve my health enough to be able to do the swim workouts I was used to doing. It's been demoralizing, but I do not want to overstress my heart. Would love to hear your thoughts on heart rate and activity. My plan is to test this idea that was applied to running to build up my fitness while keeping a low heart rate." So she shared an article on the secrets of low heart rate training, and I absolutely love this method. This method is where you subtract your age from 180, and then on all of your training runs, you keep your heart rate at that exact number. So for me, 41 subtracted from 180 is 139. So if I were doing this method, I would keep my heart rate at 139 or thereabouts for my training run. And typically, especially for someone who is thinking about using this training method, the heart rate would be much higher than that. So, so doing this low heart rate method means that they're running quite a bit slower than they're used to running, and their heart rate's quite a bit lower than they're used to the heart rate being. But the adaptation that the body makes is that if your goal is to stay at a specific heart rate and you keep doing that, eventually your capacity and your speed will increase while your heart rate stays the same. And it's a very gentle, very gradual process. And I absolutely love it. One guy that commented said it took him 3 months to get back to his typical speed using the low heart rate method. But when he got back to his typical speed, his heart rate was at that lower heart rate rather than however high it had been, probably 30 to 40 beats per minute higher than it was after the training. So that is spectacular. Hey, Lori, glad you could join us. So, I love this heart rate method, and yeah, I think you could totally apply that to your swimming, Manavit. So yeah, I'd love to hear how that goes for you. One thing I'm thinking about doing in the future is Zoom calls, so that those who can make it onto the Zoom call can join me and I can interact with you guys. Because if you were here, or if I could talk to you, then I would ask you what the differences were between how you were training before, how you're training now, how long it's been since you were doing that. I'm imagining there was a break at some point where you weren't able to swim as much and now you're swimming again or something. And I know that your job is much less physical currently. I believe the Postal Service, where you were doing film work before, and very, very worn out, very active, just exhaustive lifestyle. So the sedentary aspect of your life, even though you are continuing to train, may be part of the challenge as well. So I don't know if there's any possibilities of being able to move a little bit more throughout the day. It's really, really tough when you've got a certain amount of work that needs to get done, and most of that involves sitting to get it done. So that's challenging. I know that I need to get up from my work at the computer more often throughout the day just to move, get the blood moving through my body. Was listening to a video today on hydration, and how hydration is not simply water, but your mineral density, whether you're getting sunlight or artificial light, whether you're getting fresh air, whether you're getting grounding, all those things factor into your body's ability to retain the water that you're drinking, and for the individual cells within your body to remain saturated with water. So there's so much more going on to hydration, with hydration, than just drinking enough water. So there's so much more to our health in general. Our bodies are beautiful, powerful, intricate, wise, brilliant, living machines, and every aspect. That's why I keep talking about all those simple things. Like, is it good for me or bad for me to be breathing fresh air? It's good for me, so I'm going to try to do that more often. Is it good for me or bad for me to walk out in nature? Oh, it's probably good for me, so I'm going to do that more often. Is it good for me or bad for me to lift heavy things? So if I don't strain myself, then it's going to be good for me. So all these little things seem insignificant, especially what I'm hearing so many health experts talking about now is making sure your eyes are exposed to direct sunlight first thing in the morning, middle of the day, and then at the end of the day. And the differences in the density and color spectrum of the light at those different times give your hormones and the chemicals of your body different signals that correlate to health. So there's nothing too small, nothing too insignificant to be a positive impact on your health. So don't neglect yourself. Continue to prioritize yourself in ways that might feel extreme, especially if you're used to being a people pleaser and you prioritize work over leisure, which sometimes going out in the sun and just standing there taking in the sun for a few minutes feels like leisure. And if there's clients or employer waiting for you, it can feel stressful if you're used to taking care of everyone else. But prioritize you. You are the only person on the planet responsible for you. No one is more responsible for you than you. So if you don't take care of you, who will? So take care of you. So prioritize yourself. I hope you guys are doing well. If you're watching this, then let me know if you need any encouragement, if you're struggling with anything in particular. But if not, good job just sticking with it, doing all the things that need to be done to take care of yourself. And I'm there with you in the journey, always adjusting things. I made some adjustments to my nutrition a couple weeks ago, and sticking with it, hoping to see better results soon. But it's definitely a journey, lifelong laboratory experiment, taking care of our health and optimizing for vitality and longevity. So hope you guys are well. Have a great week, and look forward to updates next week. Talk to you soon.